Let me take you back to a time when the Iberian Peninsula, modern-day Spain and Portugal, was on the brink of collapse. The once glorious Muslim rule of Al-Andalus had splintered into weak and warring Taifa kingdoms. Christian forces from the north, led by powerful kings like Alfonso VI, were inching closer to reclaiming the land. It was a time of desperation, and when all seemed lost, a savior emerged from across the sea. Yusuf Bin Tashfin, the unrelenting Berber general from North Africa, stood at the helm of the Almoravid dynasty. Born in the rugged deserts of what is now Mauritania, Yusuf's early life shaped him into a man of incredible discipline, endurance, and vision. He wasn't born into luxury, he fought tooth and nail for everything he earned. This desert warrior was driven by a singular purpose: to unify and protect the Muslim world from the impending Christian reconquest. It was the year 1086. The Taifa kings of Al-Andalus were too divided, too weak to stand against the advancing Christian forces. In a desperate plea, they called upon Yusuf to cross the treacherous waters of the Strait of Gibraltar and come to their aid. Yusuf didn't hesitate. For him, this wasn't just an opportunity for conquest, it was a sacred duty. When Yusuf and his fierce Almoravid army landed in Al-Andalus, they were met with a divided front. The Taifa kings feared him almost as much as they feared the Christians, but Yusuf's reputation preceded him. He was known not just as a skilled warrior, but as a man of unwavering piety and discipline. Yusuf didn't drink, he didn't indulge in the luxuries of court life. He was singular in his purpose: restore the glory of Islam in Al-Andalus. And then came the pivotal moment, the Battle of Sagrajas. Alfonso VI, confident after his earlier victories, marched south with his army to crush Yusuf and the Taifa coalition. Alfonso had every reason to be confident. His army was formidable, and the Muslims were fractured. But Yusuf had something Alfonso didn't: an unshakable resolve and a tactical brilliance honed in the deserts of North Africa. The battle was fierce, brutal, and chaotic. But Yusuf's leadership was unmatched. He personally led his troops into the fray, wielding not just his sword, but his brilliant mind. He lured Alfonso's forces into a deadly trap, surrounding them on all sides. By the time the sun set on the battlefield, Alfonso's army lay in ruins. The Christian advance was halted, and Yusuf emerged not just as a hero, but as a legend. But Yusuf wasn't finished. Victory at Sagrajas wasn't enough. He saw the corruption and decadence of the Taifa kings and knew they were incapable of holding the line against future threats. So he did what he had always done: he took control. Yusuf swept across Al-Andalus, deposing the weak rulers and unifying the region under Almoravid rule. It wasn't just about military conquest, it was about restoring faith, discipline, and order. Under Yusuf's rule, Al-Andalus experienced a brief but crucial resurgence. He rebuilt fortresses, strengthened defenses, and brought an air of stability to a region that had been on the verge of collapse. He didn't just win battles, he laid the foundation for an enduring legacy. Yusuf Bin Tashfin didn't seek glory for himself. He didn't indulge in the trappings of power. For him, it was always about the greater good, the protection of the Muslim world, the preservation of their faith. As the years passed, Yusuf's influence stretched from North Africa to the Iberian Peninsula. He became one of the most powerful men of his time, respected and feared by both friend and foe. But despite his achievements, he remained humble, always focused on his mission. Yusuf Bin Tashfin died in 1106, at nearly 100 years old, having transformed the destiny of Al-Andalus and North Africa. He left behind an empire, but more importantly, he left behind a legacy of resilience, discipline, and faith. His story is a testament to the power of vision and unyielding determination. In a time when Al-Andalus was crumbling, it was Yusuf who held the line. And so, when we look back at history, let us not forget the desert general who crossed an ocean to save a dying land. Yusuf Ibn Tashfin, the relentless conqueror, the protector of Al-Andalus.